What is going on, guys? It is your boy Chaos and Skinny Lad Chris, and we are your hosts for the Marvel Rivals podcast. This is episode 26. We've made it past the quarter mark. And Chris looks very holy with his bright camera today.
That is true. I do. I can't be helped. I don't even know.
When you told me you're going to the beach, I didn't expect you to come back with the sun.
Hey. I just can't believe how bright it is. It's so
good.
dumb.
So for those that are new to the channel, we cover this podcast every single week. This is our 26th episode, and we've been going very strong for quite a while now. What is that? 24 weeks is what? 6 months technically. Is that right? Is that the math right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it was going before a month before the game came out, like 2 months.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. We've had this podcast for half of a year now. The game's not even been out for a year, but yeah. So today we're going to be covering some pretty fun things. We're going to be covering the brand new skins of the week and some things that are coming up potentially. And we're going to be doing a little bit of a fun thing where Chris and I are going to give you our wish list on the heroes and things that we want banned, and things that we want buffed with the new announcement of the heroes, I think, coming pretty soon. I mean, I don't really know exactly when they're coming, but I just know that we are reaching the midway mark, and I know that
I think they come out in like 5 days, 4 days. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I think IGN posted something that there's the mid-season is definitely going to be a thing, but we want to kind of give you guys our perspective on, things that we would like to see banned, not banned, but things that we'd like to see nerfed and things that we'd like to see buffed. So with that being said, if you guys can, please don't forget to like and subscribe to me and Chris. Chris's details are always in my description. Yeah, if you guys like this kind of stuff, please post a comment below on your favorite parts. Last week, real quick, the hot takes episode, massive success. People loved it, Chris.
I thought it was fun.
I had a blast. That was the most enjoyable time I've had in a hot while. But Chris, how's your grind been lately? What have you been who you been playing? What have you been gaming?
That's been good. I've just been kind of like Namor abusing. I don't know. That character's just so
It's easy.
I don't think he's broken. I don't think he's broken, but he's just so easy to do everything on and just get value. It's so fun. And Magneto.
Here's a hot take.
But he's pretty boring now.
Here's a hot take, but I think it's hard to get good value out of Namor's ult.
His ult. I think his ult is the only part of his kit that takes like any skill.
Yeah, but it's still pretty easy. It's just sometimes when you whiff it, you're like, all right, I just yeeted this gigantic whale. I've been using him here and there too. He's a ton of fun. He is definitely a server admin when he's going off. But how's your rank grind? How you doing? Where you at right now?
I'm like I'm at half. I know a third. I know a fourth of a game off of Celestial 2.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm like 4 points off or something.
Oh, okay.
It's so close. Yeah.
Yeah, I hit Celestial yesterday. Had a lot of fun, and I've been playing with some friends and homies, and we've just been grinding, been going up and down, up and down, up and down, and just kind of teetering and tottering between GM2 and 3, and then finally just skyrocketed to freaking Celestial yesterday. So that worked out. But your boy's he's in the group now, man. Celestial. I'm like, what? Now I'm technically 3 or 4 ranks away from the highest rank in the game, or divisions. Celestial,
yeah,
then
4 divisions.
Eternity. Did you hear about what? Did you hear about the commotion with rivals on the rank resets?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, but they retracted it. Did you see that they are not going to do the reset?
I guess if that many people didn't want them to do it, it's kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
Do you think they needed a reset?
No, not really. I was okay with whatever.
I wasn't really against it.
Yeah, I wasn't against it.
But at the same time, like, I don't care. If they do it, it's fine. If they don't,
yeah.
it's all right.
So you'll have to play 10 games now, though. For those that don't know, you have to play 10 games to get your stuff. So, but we're gonna talk about the skins. brand new Valentine's Day skin out right now, Mr. Fantastic and Miss Invisible Woman or Mrs. Invisible Woman. Dude, what do you think? Do you like the
I actually think they're awesome.
I think they're so great. If
I'll
you
be honest. They put these skins have the most sound effects like by far, right?
I love the white dress. I just find it so obnoxious when you just hear the wedding bells when you're playing. Dude, I like his tux, dude. It reminds me of like the suit from Beauty and the
Mm.
Beast.
When he goes like wide mode, it looks so funny too.
Just like
It's so
Mr.
goofy.
Jackal and Dr. Hyde, Mr. Jackal, whatever. So yeah, so make sure you guys get those. I think they are limited time, exclusive to Valentine's
For
Day.
Valentine's, yeah.
Yeah, and then we get Human Torch and the Thing pretty soon, so that's gonna be pretty fun. But we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the topics. We're gonna start it off with the Nerf wish list. We're gonna just give you our opinions. These are our opinions, not official opinions. All right.
Very
So,
important.
so please don't crucify us in the comments. All right, we have bad takes and we have good takes, and then we have correct takes. Okay, and what we say is pretty correct
Always.
for the most part. So
Always.
that's contradict myself. So Chris, I'll let you start it off. Nerf. Who would you like to see nerfed going into like the midway season if they ever do anything?
A Nerf, probably. Probably Cloak. Honestly,
Cloak?
yeah, Cloak and Dagger.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like making the ult have another like dash, but then making the ult easier to get at the same time with like the right click was a little much. Like I feel like
Yeah.
they should just revert the bubble cooldown.
The thing is for me on Cloak and Dagger, I've seen a lot of more like Magnetos. Even I'm playing Magneto now because I'm just trying to counter
Yeah.
the ult. I'm gonna be honest. It's just me. This is really a me issue, but sometimes I do kind of find it hard to hit the cloak with the metal ult ball with Mag. It's easy, but there's something about it sometimes where I just choke the throw, man. I just don't. I don't hit it, and I'm like, well, dang, there goes my ult. Or I don't hit the Invisible Woman inside of like the thing. And for me, it's like Cloak and Dagger. The fact that they have 4, I don't know. Do you like the 4 or do you like the 3 better in terms of their
I
ult?
think I think well, you know what's weird? Before it felt like the ult did nothing. Like it lasted like a few seconds only.
Right.
Now it lasts so long. Like if you
Right.
stack it fully, like it's like twice as long as Invisible Woman ult, which is crazy.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Like what would you do if you had to like if you're gonna nerf her? What would you say is like the thing? For me, I personally would get rid of her value of cost of when she gets her ult.
Yeah,
She
that
first
wouldn't be
30
bad either.
first 30 seconds and you're already pushing in with the cart. It's the worst.
Yeah, I don't know. I think either like you said, nerf how fast you get the ultimate, or like lower her cooldown because she just gets it so quick.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Is there anything in particular else that you would nerf about her?
Nah, like her healing is fine. I don't think her healing is like broken.
Do you think nerfing her is going to like stop triple heal meta?
Mm, maybe it depends actually. Like if her bubble's worse, that leaves a lot more room for other characters.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think.
I think
It's
her
like her bubble and like Invisible Woman are the only reason that like Adam is bad right now. Stuff like that. Like
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Adam is like he's not bad, but he's just completely
he
overshined.
just lost his spot for like that run and fast kill kind of thing. He just lost it to
Yeah.
like just pure sustain.
Yeah.
So if once those abilities get nerfed, that'll leave like a lot of room.
Yeah, I can see that. For me, I think the bubble that she provides, I think that it shouldn't be on the field as long. Or
It's long and the cooldown starts while it's down. So really the cooldown
yeah.
is like 5 seconds because you the uptime's a lot.
Also, the amount of sustain that bubble gives is sometimes
That
you
bubble stacked with your base healing is a lot.
it's
Like
really
it
strong.
I don't think it's I don't think it's bad. Like I
Hmm.
don't think it's like overpowered, but I think it's really good in
I
terms
think
of healing.
I think people if I think if it's nerfed, a lot of newer players are going to be pretty upset because a lot of people
It'll be noticeable. It definitely would
yeah,
be
a
noticeable.
lot of people really like her. For me, if I were to nerf anyone, I'm going straight after Wolverine, and I actually have a pretty, I think, decent fix to this hero. He feels like when he's in the game, it's just not fun because the him abducting you constantly is just not. It doesn't sit well. It doesn't feel good. I have a
Mhm.
solution as to how they can nerf him with still having the same impact. He does feel like one of those characters that like he's gonna be very hard to like balance around because of like just the value of what you get with him. I don't
Mhm.
think they nerf his range of any sort. I think they make his shift ability, his like his spear, like his like
Yeah,
grab
like his leap.
his
Yeah.
leap. I call it a spear because like in like wrestling,
That's more yeah, that's more of
it's
what it is,
literally
yeah.
that's the proper terminology for that in a fighting move aspect is to spear someone. He is spearing someone because he's grabbing them with like his shoulder technically.
Mhm.
The thing is, I would make it a longer cooldown, a much longer cooldown. I know it's like what 12 seconds or it's like 10 seconds. It's a long time. I think they make it
Yeah.
longer so that you have to be a lot more um and make it connect more obviously like because you know how janky it gets. Make it connect more
Mhm.
consistently but make the cooldown longer so that you can't do it as often. And the other thing that I would nerf is actually how fast he builds up his rage. I think nerfing that aspect, like how like making it a little bit longer, would put him in
Yeah.
a better spot because then you would really have to be picky and choosy about when you're actually grabbing and going in versus him just like going
You know what's funny? I think I would actually do, like, the opposite.
really.
I think I would do the opposite to change him. I think you should build up the thing the same, but you lose it faster. So if you stop attacking somebody, it
Yeah,
goes down a lot quicker.
I can see that. Yeah, I was thinking about this because I was like watching TV and I was just like thinking to myself, man, like what could we do? The thing is, it's like he's obviously banned at higher like
Mhm.
lobbies, like in the ranks. Like he's banned. Like him and Hulk are
Yeah, a
just
lot
banned.
of the time.
I don't even have that much of an issue against Hulk, even though he's banned. I think it's just more the fact that you don't want to deal with triple support and like a beaming Iron Man. That's just It's so hard to shoot him down because he's triple healed. The thing is
Mhm.
like Wolverine though he's banned, and when he's not banned, you're like, oh crap, now there's gonna be that guy in the map. Like everyone can play him. He's so easy to play. So it's either that or yeah, like I think you either nerf his like rage, like how fast he gets it, or make his leap extended. Sorry. It nerf the leap, like in terms of how soon you get it, because it's too soon.
Yeah.
So who else would you nerf?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to think of like nerfs. You know what? Hella.
Yeah, they're sneaking up, man. I'm kind
I
of
don't know. I feel like she's like not that. I feel like the issue with her is like she's just always going to be good. There's no way to make her bad. Like
just
really.
make her weaker. That's it. What they
Because
need
I
to
think they
do.
should make her weaker, but I don't think they should take away like the reward for having really good aim as well. Like
Yeah,
because if you do that, there's just no reason to play the character because all the value comes from.
my take with her has always been either make her a projectile based hero instead of hit scan and keep her at the same damage, or
Mhm.
or make her have an increasingly high fall off damage where the long you could make it so that the longer the shot the more damage, the closer range that she has the less damage, which is really weird to think about, right? Or you do the opposite where
Yeah.
she's just really strong at closer to mid range and she's just way more weaker at long range. You know what I'm saying? And then like maybe give her like the
Mhm.
Scarlet treatment where the damage she does to tanks is like a little bit reduced. She's just too much of like
Yeah.
she's just too much. I think she's in general just too strong in all aspects. So I would agree. I'm tired of fighting sometimes. I'm just like, dude, I can't even play the damn game. But I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know. She's always gonna be good.
make her maybe have less shots, maybe like 6 shots instead of 8. Make her feel more
Maybe
like a revolver.
just lower the uptime.
That or reload. Make her longer reloads. That would be kind of helpful. Longer reloads would be helpful, I think. Yeah. Um, in terms of any other nerfs, I'm gonna be honest. Nerf Storm. Nerf her ultimate. Like, make it like
Her
make
ult?
make it less time to get. Like, increase her cost of her ult.
Ooh,
I hate
yeah, I
her
agree with
ult.
that.
She gets it like every 30
That's fair.
seconds, and it's like she gets too much reward from too many things. Like, she's always getting assists because she's helping out. She's getting kills or KOs. She's, she now with her new like near close to hit scan style shooting, she's able to build it up so fast. She has a boost mode. It's too much. I think nerf the I think she needs to have a higher cost for her ult. The tornado is just, it's too strong, and it's not fun to go against. It makes me feel like I can't play like half the amount of heroes that are very stationary because you can't run from it. You can't play Bucky. You can't play Punisher. You can't play Namor. And if you do, you have to go into his ball. Like, it's just, it doesn't feel good. Like, you're stuck in these situations where it's just like, oh, you can kind of play Namor, but
Yeah, I mean, she does get. Honestly, yeah, I feel like don't nerf anything else, but her ult is just like
yeah,
you build it up so quick.
it's too fast. And then maybe just nerf her damage amplifier. Maybe make the cooldown just a little bit longer to obtain. I think it's like 18 seconds right now. Maybe make it like 20 or 23. I don't know. Maybe give it like a couple seconds extra because it's so strong. It is so strong. Maybe make
Is
her,
really strong.
yeah, like maybe make her. I don't know. I don't know what else I would do, but yeah, like the thing is she's not being seen. But now that she's like coming in, now that we have like two new heroes coming on board, it's like we don't even know how that's gonna play out, and if it or are we gonna ban those heroes and we're gonna start seeing more storms? Like that's the questions I want to ask myself. Are you excited for the new heroes?
I think these ones are like the most I've been excited. I think so far.
Really? I'm excited to. I mean, Ben Grimm has to be a tank. Obviously, there's no way he's not a tank.
I'm excited because either like I think like because Human Torch obviously DPS. I feel like they have the potential to like shift maybe not the meta completely, but like make it so there's more viable options for things.
I do like that when Invisible Woman came into the game, it was like she's not the best healer. She's got a great kit.
Mhm.
It works really well. It's very true to her character, but at the same time, it's like it's not. She's not the best healer, but she helped make one of the best metas. I like that. I kind of like that, like how she's not a broken hero. Like it's so easy to take her
Yeah, like
out.
that's kind of how I'm hoping maybe the Human Torches are like the thing where like Sue pretty much all her values like she has really good healing I think still, but it's like her shield, her push, her pull, and then like the orb that can make flying heroes fall down is like
Pretty strong.
so much abilities for things to counter.
I do
So
think
like
they should nerf her push and
I like it.
pull. Maybe
I was thinking about this. Her push,
12
I
meters.
don't I don't think it needs to even have like a stun time in it.
It's 12
You know
meters,
what I
by the
mean?
way. It's so
I know it's so
ridiculously.
dumb.
It is
It's so
so far
strong of
away.
a push.
I think for a strategist to have a push like that kind of range, that's ridiculous. And like, yeah, I also think that they should consider her double jump to be nerfed a little bit. And these aren't nerfs because like I don't think that these need to be nerfs because I don't think they need to be nerfed because she's broken or anything. I just think that they come up too quickly. Personally, I would nerf her double jump in the sense of like how fast you get it for going invisible and stuff. Make her a little bit more vulnerable. just a little bit, and I think she'd be like a glass cannon healer, and I think that would be put her in a better spot. Um,
Mhm.
but Mr. Fantastic, I want to talk to you. Do you think he's good?
I think he's like like mid tier. Like I think if you're not running into something that's like really hard for him to run into, it's fine.
My hot take, dude. I think he's
I
secretly
think he's
good.
like I don't think he's secretly good. I think he's just good. The issue is it's like he's one of those characters where like if you force that character into something he obviously shouldn't work in, it's gonna be so rough. But
I
like
Yeah.
if you play him in a spot where he's gonna be good, like he'll be great.
Did you see that Kazuma pretty much played him to get to Celestial?
I know a lot of people that have.
It's crazy, and like he was playing him to be funny, and he was like, "No, that actually this character's pretty good." I was like,
Oh yeah, he's definitely not bad.
I've never seen like Kazuma carry harder until he got on like Mr. Fantastic, and it's such a goofy character because it's like you just wouldn't expect Fantastic to be so fantastic.
Yeah, it's
There,
just
I
I
said
think
it.
it's like a mix of people not okay, there you go.
I said it.
I don't know, I feel like so many people either don't play him right or they like I think some people just get greedy with him is all it is.
Yeah,
Like his strong suit is kind of just like
durability.
living forever,
Yeah,
like never dying and just
I
doing passive damage constantly. So
I
like
knew you were gonna say that.
yeah, like if you die, like this goes for every hero, but like if you die, you instantly lose value like for the whole time you're dead.
He's like his
But for
own.
a character like him where you can stay alive that long just in people's faces, if you
Yeah,
like do your cooldowns right, it's
he's like
kinda goated.
he's like a sustainable tank built into a DPS. Like he's like Captain America, but built into a
Mhm.
DPS. Like he just you get value from living. Just him being on the field is just like problematic. Like you kind of have to take him out last because of like how like long he can live. Um,
Yeah.
in terms of other nerfs, do you have any other like wish lists? Anything else you want to see?
Trying to think if there's any characters I just think are really annoying right
Nerf
now.
Hawkeye.
Honestly, Hawkeye's I
Just nerf
thought
him
about it,
again.
he's
Just nerf.
already in the bin. He's
Just
so bad right
just
now.
no. Just nerf him again. Why?
Like, well,
Because
actually, I don't think he's bad. He just has, like, absolutely no place right now.
just
Like,
nerf
he
him.
like,
Get rid
just
of
make
him.
him unplayable. Delete him from the game.
Just delete him. Bye bye. You
I don't know.
shoot
Is there
bow and
anyone you think
arrows.
is, like, so annoying? I don't think there's anybody that's that annoying right
So
now.
annoying. Genuinely saying this. This is bad. This is you're gonna hate me for this.
How bad is it?
I'm starting to like. I'm gonna say this. I think Captain America needs buffs, but I think he needs nerves.
What did they nerf about him?
Dude, he's just so unkillable, dude. He's so unkillable.
Yeah, to be fair, though, that's, like, his only thing he has
That's
going for him.
He's never gonna die, man. He lived 100 years through ice,
Like,
which
he
makes you
does
think he's
0
gonna.
damage, but he never dies.
He's never died. I think they
I don't
need to
know.
make
They
him.
could honestly, they should buff him a little bit.
They should buff him, make him be able to like KO more. I think that would be the case. I think they
Like, I
need to
think just a little bit more damage or,
a
like, a
little bit
cooldown change or
a little bit
something.
more strength would be nice. If that's not too much to ask, a little bit more strength, and I would be happy with that. Maybe just a little bit more like take away his survivability, and I think make him with a little bit more kill power. Make him feel like he can actually be in that fight because he doesn't feel like he's in the fight a lot of the time. He just gets in, he's there, and he like kind of gets out, and it's like whatever, man.
Mhm.
And I did get Lord on the hero. I've played plus 20 hours on the hero, so like I've gotten a pretty good concept of what you need to do. But yeah. In terms of other like nerf wish, I don't know. I think is it me or it's a me thing? I feel like Mag needs more buffs.
Mag?
Yeah, I this is the worst take.
Mm, mm,
I don't know. He's so
mm.
boring. Make
Nah,
it.
he doesn't
He doesn't
he
need
he
it.
doesn't he doesn't need any buffs. His gameplay is you probably feel that way because his gameplay is just so safe.
It's so safe.
You always know what you need to do. Like, "Oh, there's a Punisher, Imma shield it, Imma bubble it, I'll ult him." He's so easy.
Yeah, I don't really think there's any other nerfs. I think we just I think that's pretty much most of it. I think nerf wise, I think they need to like balance. They think they need to nerf some heroes so that they can be played in higher ranks. I think that that's like a thing that they need to figure out. Because if something's always gonna be a problem, you can just ban it, which is good.
Mhm.
But I think they need to nerf Luna's ult in terms of how long it lasts. I do want to say this. I have actually been playing a lot of different heroes as of recently, testing the waters on a lot of different things. Do you know there's a resource that is almost in everyone's team that no one uses? Do you know what it is
Mm.
to get rid of Luna's ult?
What?
Punisher and Rocket Team ultimates, combined ultimates.
Yeah, well, that'll kill through like anything.
Yeah, nobody does it. It's
You know why? Usually, it's because you can do it, but I feel like most of the time it's not even worth running it just for that.
exactly. But here's the thing: a lot of people get mad at the Rockets because oh, we don't need a Rocket on the team. I'm starting to actually be a little bit of a believer of the Rocket as of recently. I haven't really been getting mad like having them on my team. If anything, I actually get more mad when a Luna doesn't know how to properly ult. But whenever I have a Rocket, I'm like, you know what? Why don't we just have combine the alts together? Like they kind of works out, and
Yeah.
you just tear through them pretty fast. Um, but yeah, so you know what? Why don't we hop over into the buffs wish list, and then we're gonna end it off with this podcast. This one's a little bit of a shorter podcast, just because we got some stuff to do after this. So, Chris, give me your first wish list for a buff. Who would you like to see
Okay,
biased?
this one is so biased towards me,
Here it
but
goes.
genuinely, I want them to just completely rework Scarlet Witch, like
I'm agreeing with
what,
you.
like 100. Like I don't even care if the character is still like not even because I think right now, right, the character's the same as she always has been. If you're really good at her and you know how to actually play her, you can make her work. But I think the issue is like her her kit is so like so easy to understand
Right?
that it's so hard to make it good because then it'll be
I
so like
agree.
too good.
I
So I
agree.
think what they should do is like either commit part of her kit to like one thing. Like because right now her right click is safe. Her shift is safe. Like her stun is like a safe ability. Like everything is so easy. I think they need to make something in her kit a lot worse so that something else can be better. Like I don't care if her left click does literally 0 damage and it's used to just get the right clicks, but the right click does like more damage to where it's like actually like worth using.
I would be okay if they just reverted to her of how she was in the beta.
Yeah, I mean the change I'll be honest, the changes didn't really do anything.
I
Like
mean, the damage output just doesn't feel good.
like the change was nice for like tanks, but when you're fighting like squishies and stuff, it doesn't change anything.
Mm. That and then her levitation, like her glide down.
Yeah,
I
you
think
fall a little slow
just
like
put
faster, I
it,
mean.
put it back. Like I think they need to revert
Or
that to her.
like they just need to change something with her where it's like maybe when she's like shifting, it's like Invisible Woman. And when she shifts, you're like you're gone. Like you
Yeah,
can't even see where she's going.
I feel like with her, she's just in a situation where it's just like you genuinely have to. I feel like she's just in a situation where it's like if you have her on your team, you already know like just please don't play the hero. And like even if the guy goes, I can play this hero, just trust me, it's still not even worth it. It's like it's not about we don't trust you with her. It's just the fact that she's just not going to give us value, and it doesn't feel good. You know,
Yeah, because like
yeah.
I think it's fine for characters to not have a spot. Like Hawkeye right now doesn't have a spot in like the meta.
We don't
Like
talk
that's why
about
people
him.
aren't playing him. You know what I'm saying?
We don't
But
talk about him.
Scarlet, she doesn't fit in the game. Like she's so bad that like
A mascot.
there's so like I could count on one hand the amount of Scarlet players that actually like are really good Scarlet players. So it's like, and those are the people that are willing to even play her in the higher ranks. Because Like, if you're not a player, it's not that hard to do it, but you get
Right.
so much less value than any other character.
Have have you been seeing her counter triple support with her ult more, like, recently?
Yeah, she's always been good at that.
Yeah, I
Anytime
was saying this
there's
to my
support ults,
friend.
she will always do good.
I was saying this to my friend. I was like, "Dude, she, like." I was like, when the beginning of the season started, I was like, triple support was becoming a thing. I was like, dude, I could see Scarlet Witch rising to the top, like in terms of stock value because of like Invisible Woman and like her ult, and you can't see where she's at. Like you have two Invisible Woman ultings, and like
Mhm.
next thing you know, like you can't see her flying above you, or you can't KO her because she's flying inside of a thing that's constantly healing her, and then she just explodes the field, and it's like value. I think that's great. I think she works in that aspect. It's just so hard to get like good other value other than that, and it's a rough situation. I think she needs
Yeah, like,
buffs.
the other thing too is, like, not even just her kit alone, the team up is it's nice, right?
Right.
But it's not like I don't know how to explain it. It's really just like a tool for Mag to get ult faster,
Yeah.
really, or, like, maybe do, like, enough damage to, like, quickly get somebody low, but it doesn't provide, like, anything to Scarlet at
Did
all.
did you watch the and did you watch the Tim the Tatman watching NTMR? He spectated NTMR. And then
Yeah.
he was like nerding out because he was like, "Bro, they did some," or was it flats? I think it was flats. It was either flat.
It's probably flats,
It was
yeah.
flats.
It was because they
Flats.
run out of the door
They run
using
out the
the
door.
Mag
The
sword, and then they
sword. Yeah.
swap Scarlet, yeah.
And he's like, "This is the most nerd shit I have ever seen." That
See, but
like,
that's what I'm saying, the
it's such.
most like, the easiest value to get out of Scarlet is to have her and then swap off her, so someone can
That's
get an
so
ability.
sad. I'm pretty sure that they're
Like,
gonna give her
I
some
don't know.
love. They've got to give her some love. You know.
I don't know, I'm kind of in the boat now where I'm fine with, like, literally anything. Like, a rework, like, if they do, like, crazy changes to her, I think it's fine just to even switch it up. Because like,
I
right now, she's kinda just stale.
It's gonna be so funny when they buff her and then they're like, "How are you already a lord with her?" And you're like, "I've always been a believer."
Hey,
um,
once no, it's over once they make her good.
yeah, Scarlet Witch definitely in the. I think she's probably easily the top number one runner up for. She
Yeah,
deserves
like,
it.
it's not even a question, she needs
She
some kind
deserves
of,
it.
like,
Do
buff.
you think? Do you think Black Widow needs to be buffed? No,
Mm, mm,
no,
no. No,
no.
I think
I don't care if she
I think
stays
the
the
same
worst.
thing I thought for, like, Hawkeye and, like, Hela, where I think they're just, like, skill checks. Like, the value you get is hitting shots. So, like, if you don't hit shots, that's why you're not getting value.
I genuinely think she's. She should never be buffed. Just never touch her. I don't want her to be buffed, and I feel like it's
Mhm.
coming. I feel like they're going to buff her. There's going to be something that's going to happen. I can
You know
feel
what I
it.
would be fine if they buffed?
Huh.
Is, like, nothing damage related, but if they buffed, like, her stamina or something, I'm fine with that.
Her stamina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I
Like, I think
just
if they wanted to buff something, like, the stamina or, like, something like her melee or something, I don't know. Like, one of her cooldowns, like, not related to damage, I think is fine.
one thing I would like about her to see is that I would like it so that she doesn't have. I would like it to where when scoping, she gets more damage out of her scope, and then when she's no scoping, she has a lot more fall off in terms of damage.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I would like.
that'd be fair.
I'd like him if because right now it's like this. I would like them to like do that. You know, where it's like okay, like
Mhm.
it's
So it's like you're more
you can't be so close
like,
range.
it's more worth it to snipe rather than run
Yeah,
up.
a lot of people just run
Mhm.
around with her now and they just no scope, and it's because it's easier. So, in
Yeah.
terms of other buffs, do you think they need a buff rocket?
Honestly, I think all they need to buff with Rock is his ult.
I would agree. I was about to
Like,
say the same thing. Buff is
his
alt.
kit is fine.
Do
Like,
you think?
the only reason people complain about his kit is because like, I don't know. Like, it's because people here's the thing. If you're winning fights, right? And every time you win the fight, it's just because like the enemy team is not using like their support ults right, or like they are, but your team is somehow winning. Your team will absolutely hate on whoever the rocket is if like you're running like double support or triple, it doesn't matter. Once the other support needs like an ult to stay alive and all you have is here's the amplifier, that is when like you're in risky territory.
Yeah.
And that's not on the character. It's just like it's just like a like what do you match that with? Like it's like you're saying, like you need a Punisher to make that kind of thing worth it. Where it's like if the enemy team uses both their sportals right, Rocket just
Right.
loses every time.
Yeah, I definitely think
So like if they made his ult have like enough damage boost to like either win a fight quick or to like where the whole team can kill through a support ult just from focusing it with the damage boost, that would be good.
do you think they should buff his respawn orb timer?
Nah, it's fine.
I think a couple seconds off wouldn't be the worst thing. Do you remember in the alpha, it used to be like 20 seconds?
That was absurd.
That was absurd. And now it's like
It,
40.
I can't believe half the stuff when I look back, like the cooldowns are like the damage numbers and stuff. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, his damage amplifier, I think, definitely needs a kicker. I mean, he's a
He's old.
character. He's
I
a
mean,
character that upgrades. Like, why can't he
his
just
ult
have
just
an?
sucks. Just make it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I would just much rather have a Luna because it's literally the same percentage.
It's the
And
same thing except
it's
you can heal.
it's mobile too. Like it's
Yeah,
mobile.
you can
Like
move it around.
you can move that thing around. I would say if there was anything, maybe jump it up to 50 or 60% damage increase instead of 40. Make it feel a little bit more like there's some umph to it, just a little bit.
Because the thing too is like Rocket gets his ult like reasonably quick. So
Yeah,
like if like every mid fight or something or every other fight you have a thing that's like significant damage boost, that'll be like it's gonna be worth getting the ult and using it fast kind of
yeah.
thing.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, buff the little rocket, man. I think he's
They just need to give him a better ult.
yeah,
Just buff
better ult.
his damage
Better
boost.
ult.
Yeah.
I think they need to buff Groot as well. I think they need to make his walls a little bit more stronger. Just a little bit.
Mm,
I'm not those things fall down, man, like Legos, dude. And
maybe
shoot
I don't know. I think it's fine.
250 for the walls just doesn't. Maybe I would like them to see maybe back at 300. Like I said, I brought this up before. The Invisible Woman's shield guard, her shield,
Mhm.
it's invisible guard or the shield wall or whatever. That thing has like 300 health and like it breaks instantly. And Groot's walls are on the ground. Like I don't know. I feel like Groot isn't good. Like he hits like a truck, but it's like I feel like his walls just
But
need
his damage has always been like where he's good at.
he's strong. I just would like him to be a little bit more. I just feel like I'm finding myself constantly playing Strange. I want to play more Groot. I just feel like he's not like good teams just go through his walls. I want to see old Groot back genuinely. And I know that's a bad take. I would like to see old Groot from the alpha. I would like to see those again. That was so much fun.
Yeah, personally, I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he needs
That's your group bias.
that is, but you know what? It's just like I don't feel like I see enough Groots in general. Like he used to be so fun, and now that there's so much more dive, he's just like he's not fun anymore. I would like to see him a little
I
bit
mean,
more
he does
bulky.
get ran down so easy.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they nerfed his
way like
health.
I wouldn't say too easy, but he definitely. There's a lot of characters where I see him as just old charge. Like I'm not even
Yeah.
intimidated. I'm just like that's
His
old
old
man.
charge is actually pretty fast now. It used to be longer. It's actually only I think 2,800 cost to get
Mm,
his ult, which is really good. Like
yeah, it's not bad.
that's pretty good. So that's the bonus to him. But I would like to see a little bit more stronger walls. Maybe. It's getting late. Maybe just a little bit more health. Like give him 100 more health, like he had. I would think that'd be fine. Make him tanky. Make him feel like he's a real tree.
Wait, there was such a weird buff I was thinking of actually. I forget who it was. Oh, this is a weird one. Cap. I know we already talked about Cap. Cap You know how when you're ulting, you get a boop on your shield?
Yeah.
He should just be able to do that always.
That would be a little annoying.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought about the same thing, but I think
'Cause, like, I feel like he's just
I think where you lie with
his
him
kit
is
is so funky.
I would like the boop to be a little bit more exaggerant. Like pushing people actually back. Like you hit them
Or,
and they push
have
back a
it
little bit
damage
more.
them with it.
That could be a thing. I would yeah, because then he
Or,
would
like,
be
yeah,
more
like,
like
keep it ult
Penny.
exclusive. Yeah, keep it more ult exclusive, but it does damage. Cause like, the push is not it's a decent boop, but I feel like the fact it doesn't even hurt him at all is kind of like, even Penny hurts him a little bit.
Do you want to know this one thing I've been doing that I don't see any cat players doing on Hydra?
Mm.
I use the alt out of nowhere and I push people off the map. Do you know that one where they have the moving like not the moving walls, but they have
Yeah.
the moving like I it's got the two little pit next to it. You see
Yeah, I know
Spider-Man's
exactly
always
what you're talking
you
about,
see
yeah.
Bucky's and Spider-Man's always hanging out there, and
You knock
it's
people off right there.
oh yeah, I pop it and just boom, and like they just go like completely off the map, and then like they're like, wait, what the heck, like, and then I'll just be like on your left, like I'll type it in after. So yeah, I did that. But for the most part, yeah, I don't know. Is there any other buffs?
Let me think real quick. I feel like there's a one DPS I'm thinking of that could use a buff and it wouldn't be
I think Black Panther.
bad. Nah, he doesn't need a buff.
Yeah, he just needs his health back.
I don't think.
I know,
His health. I mean,
he's
honestly,
pretty annoying to fight against. I'll be real.
I don't know. He's already pretty annoying, but
Yeah, I think that's kind of
I could
it.
go other way. I can't really think of anyone else I want to be stronger,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think that's about it. I wouldn't mind if they nerfed Iron Man, his team up, but made him a little bit more stronger without the team up. Like nerf the team
Oh,
up.
okay. This is like a. It might be. This is one of those changes where it's meant just to be annoying for the Iron Man, but they should make it so it's because they already have like the audio cue thing, but that was a big nerf because now you can hear it from a mile away.
Right.
But they should make it so the startup is longer. Like
Yikes.
like I think that like if you want to use that ability, you don't just fly up and use it. I think you should like you have to be behind a wall before you start it up.
His cooldown needs to be a little bit more extended.
Or the cooldown or something like that. Although
Yeah,
he's not even really that good right now either.
he's not. I mean, he's frustrating to fight against when it's there, but he's doable.
Mhm.
But I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I can't think of anyone else I want to be
Yeah.
stronger right now. They need to
Well,
stay where they're at.
I think this has been a little bit of fun of an episode. Sorry, we're both a little tired. I had
Mhm.
a really long day yesterday. I had our engagement party, so I'm kind of still recovering from that. So my
Yeah,
enthusiasm is like drained
and
right
for
now.
half of this, my voice was like gone.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like
but I
sick.
do want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in.
Mhm.
I have one quick fun little announcement. The next weekend, it's my birthday.
Mhm.
So we'll have a little bit of a fun episode for you guys. I'm kind of happy because we'll probably get to talk about a whole bunch of brand new stuff on the podcast on my birthday. So
Oh, it's definitely gonna be such a fun one.
it falls on my birthday. Our podcast falls on my birthday, so it kind of works out. So Jeff, I called you Jeff. Chris,
What's up, Jeff?
I get to spend time with you on my birthday. What a beautiful birthday present. Hey, look at that cake.
Look at my glowing hands.
You look like Jesus.
Thank you.
But I think this is gonna wrap it up. We wanted to give you guys just a fun little episode on some wish list stuff. I think it's always fun to try out new things. But for the most part, Chris, pleasure as always to have you. If you guys can, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow and subscribe also to Chris, and leave a comment below. What would you guys like to see in the mid-patch update if there's going to be anything? What
And don't
would
be
you like-
afraid for them to be wacky.
Yeah,
'Cause sometimes the wacky ones are kind of I don't know, just
Nerf
anything that'll
Jeff.
change it up. Nerf Jeff.
It's Nerf Jeff.
It's the worst character in the game.
Nerf Jeff. But all right, you guys, we're gonna get going. Catch you guys later. Peace.